welcome back to our channel, Big Mama Energy. I'm Tia.
And I'm Brittany.
And today we are going to be talking about self-love. Okay? Love thyself.
And all of what it entails.
Exactly.
So yeah, we're just going to get into it. Oh, but wait a minute. If you are not a subscriber, do that now. Subscribe.
Go ahead and back that ass up and subscribe.
Like a U-Haul truck. Subscribe. Honestly. Do that first.
Thank you. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes,
Exactly.
We appreciate it, honestly. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. So, some things I do like to do for self-care, which is all a part of self-love. I like to get massages.
I agree with that. I love to get massages. I'm actually a member at my sister's job. And one thing that I will say is that I do not take enough time out to get my massages. Like, I literally have so many
piled up,
you know, and I need to be better, you know, to take that time out to get these massages because my body be beat up.
No sense.
It really do. Like, I be aching, you know. I'm not that 21-year-old anymore, you know. I'm older.
And she works hard.
Here.
She works long, hard hours. So it's really important to make that time, take that time out for yourself and go get a massage. You know, if you were like, go get a facial. They're very relaxing as well.
Yes, I'm all about it. I'm all here for it. I actually have a lot of, I've never had a facial at your spa, but I have so many masks and, like, you know, facial cleansers and exfoliation masks and things like that because I love it. Like, it is very relaxing. So I do pampering at home when I can.
That's some good tools as well. If you can't get to the spa, do it at home. Pamper yourself. You know, do your nails, your feet, whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
Sit there and meditate. That's a big, you know, key into self-love and self-care. Whatever it is that makes you happy, do it. Exactly. Whatever it is that gives you a break, you know what I mean? That gets you your zen.
Your zen. I was definitely about to say that. It's very important to take that time out of your day. No matter how hectic or busy it is, take time out of your day. Like, forget your week. Take time out of your day. Sometimes it could just be 15, 20 minutes. Just take out time to just collect yourself, you know, get yourself together. Because things get stressful, especially in the times that we are dealing with now, with all that's going on. You have to gather yourself because if not, you'll be just a mess and all over the place. So it's very, very important to, you know, take that time and love yourself.
Love up on yourself.
100%.
Because if you don't, who will? You have to know how to love yourself first so others know how to treat you. They know how to come at you because you love yourself.
Absolutely.
So you're not going to be here for the games. But yeah, it's very important. If you know, taking a nice bath, whatever, zenning out, spiritual baths, whatever you do it.
I have yet to take a spiritual bath, but I feel like, yeah.
With that full moon last night, I took a spiritual bath, and I just, honestly, I feel anew. Yeah. I am anew, yes. Absolutely.
I could tell. I talked to Sissy after she got out of the bath, and I was like, you seem so, like, calm and relaxed. Like, her energy just was settled. Like, she was good.
Hit right through the barrier. And
that's the feeling that I would love to have all the time. You know, unfortunately, like, that's just not realistic. Like, we're humans. We feel. And I understand that. But the goal is to never stay there. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, we have feelings. So you want to get those feelings out because that can be, you know, a pile up and make you feel worse. So you want to get those things out, but you don't want to stay there. You don't want to stay in that negative energy. You want to release it and, you know, get yourself back to where you need to be.
Feel all the feels. You know, if you are, you know, angry at that moment, that's okay. Feel that anger, but let it go. Like she said, don't let it fester. Don't sit in it because that's going to do more harm. Yeah. You know, and don't let somebody else mess up your day. Kind of to play off of our last video, toxicity.
Yes.
You know, don't take on others' energy. Protect yourself. If you need to, you know, I like to burn a little Palo Santo, sage, incense. I like to do that when I'm feeling away, you know, when I'm feeling maybe sad or, you know, somebody just tried to come in here in my space with that negative energy. I like to clear it out. So those are some things that I like to do. I like to journal as well.
Yeah.
Journaling, just writing your thoughts down. that could really help as well with self-care.
Absolutely. At the beginning of the year, I actually purchased a journal, and I just had a lot of goals that I, always talked about or thought about. And I was just like, you know what? This is the year for me to get these ideas down, to journal, to write these thoughts, and slowly but surely, make these things happen, because that's what I want, right? And we're talking about self-love, and self-love is doing what you want to do, figuring it out as well. So that's something that I'm proud of, honestly. Once I started doing my journals, and honestly, we started to film shortly after this and started our YouTube channel, and we wrote a bunch of topics down and just thoughts of things that we wanted to do.
Right.
It was like crazy, because once we started this, like the first day that we just was like, we want to do this.
We're just going to do it.
Every day I was calling my sissy like, okay, I got these ideas, and you know what I mean? So you just feel better when well, I know I do, when I start to write my things, write my thoughts down, and things that I want to do, my goals. And you want to start with realistic things, you know? You want to start with realistic things, even if it's like meditation, right? Just take a few minutes.
Right.
Just a few minutes. You don't have to go big at first.
Right.
But build it up.
Words are spells. Like I like to say, so anything you write down, I feel like it comes true. Anything you say, so that's why you got to be careful what you say. But we did write down our goals, and as you can see, we have our YouTube channel up. We've been trying to do this for maybe a few years.
It's been some times where we just talked about it, and we just put those words into play, and
Absolutely.
We're here. And honestly, I feel so, I don't want to say stupid, but I mean, it's like we could have been doing this, but this was our time.
Right.
2020 is our year.
Right.
And
so don't feel discouraged.
Don't.
And like you can do this off of an iPhone, whatever you have. If you have whatever Android, whatever you have. If that's what you want to do, start it. Do it. Whatever you want to do, put it into play, and just do it. Because you're not something to say you're overthinking.
Absolutely. Don't get discouraged. And that's one thing I will say, that we talk ourselves out of a lot of things. Like, if you feel like this is what you were supposed to do, 9 times out of 10, that was what you were supposed to do. Don't talk yourself out of it. Like, you will be great.
You will be. And it doesn't matter how many people are doing it. If you want to be a hairstylist, or you want to, sell clothes, whatever you want to do, eyelashes, makeup, do it, because nobody's you.
And they're not doing it like you.
They're not doing it like you.
It's something about you.
Absolutely.
You bring something different to the table, and I think that's what everybody needs to understand. Like, it's enough room for everybody to eat.
Oh, it is. We can all eat out here.
Exactly.
So yeah, that definitely goes into play with self-care and self-love. Just knowing your worth and knowing that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Speaking positive, speak light into yourself, because that definitely goes a long way.
Absolutely. We are our toughest critics.
We really are.
Yeah, I know I can say that for myself. I overthink a lot of situations where I wanted to do something, and it's just like, just do it. You talk yourself out of things, and just do it.
Right.
Just do it. Whatever you want to do, just do it.
You can come up with a whole bunch of excuses on why you're not going to do it. No, just do it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you'll feel so much better. Like, it's crazy, because you'll feel, honestly, like, why did I wait so long?
Right.
Like, you will feel so refreshed and empowered and inspired, honestly. So just do whatever it is that you love to do. Whatever you feeling in your heart, just do it. Another thing that I enjoy doing is listening to music. Like, I absolutely love music. Like, that's my go-to. 9 times out of 10, when I'm not feeling well, I zone out. And sometimes it's bad. Sometimes I can be listening to music for hours. I'm talking about 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize that time went past, because I'm having full-blown concerts at this point.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That gets you chill. That gets you mellow.
Exactly.
Do that. Do that. That's your zen. Sometimes you have to, go into your little solitude, what else do we call it? Whatever you want to do, shut yourself off, from the world. Turn off your phone, or, don't accept that call if you don't want to. Just take that me time, if it's listening to music, If that's what gets you, calm, do that. Do that.
Writing music.
Yeah,
Some people write music.
I know some people are so talented.
Poetry, everything. Write raps, anything.
Absolutely.
That gets you going and gets those words out, those thoughts, and just take care of yourself.
You gotta take care of you.
And then also with self-love, we're going to talk about knowing when to give yourself time to heal. Because that's important, and that's a part of self-love.
It is.
If you're with somebody for years or whatever the case may be, and it's a bad relationship, it's a toxic relationship, we'll say, right? You want to give yourself some time afterwards. You don't want to just jump into another toxic relationship. Every relationship, I feel like, you learn a lesson. In every situation, for real. It could be a friendship, a work relationship, whatever. You learn something from any toxic or bad relationship, right? So you want to take what you learn, process that. Give yourself time to heal and grow and understand the lesson that you were supposed to learn. And then you can move on and proceed how you need to. But you definitely need to give yourself some time. And you also, it's very important to know when you're hurt too. I feel like a lot of people don't know when they hurt.
That's true.
And they push it aside or make it feel like, oh, I'm good, and that's where that nonchalant attitude comes in, where it's like, oh, I'm not fazed, but like you're really hurt, and now you're hurting other people. So give yourself that time.
And recognize those feelings. If you are feeling hurt, you're feeling away, recognize that, kind of like dive into that and the reason why. Like, okay, why am I feeling this way? What did this person do to make me feel that way? Or, maybe you guys weren't good for each other. That happens sometimes. But just know, like you said, when to heal, when to kind of like chill out. You don't need to be jumping into the next relationship still carrying that baggage from the previous one. Like, no. You need to figure out who you are, what you are, write it down, manifest what you want for your next relationship.
Right.
It's so powerful. Just writing down, this is what I want in a wife or a husband or a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. This is what I want. And so you write it down and you know what you want. You have a list and check it off. And don't cheat yourself.
And don't settle.
Don't settle.
Don't settle.
You do not have to accept what they are selling, honestly, if you don't like it.
I could tell you from experience, like literally, settling does not lead you to where you want to be. Like, it doesn't, I've been that person that I don't want to say fall in love with the potential, but in some cases you like look at somebody and you see that potential, and like sometimes the potential is not enough, and sometimes you like, go down or take yourself down notches or levels because that's where that person is at. Right. But if that person really wants to be with you and is meant for you, they will bring themselves up to your level.
Yes, they're going to level up.
Yeah, and by you pretty much settling or going down to their level, you're pretty much making them comfortable.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like for people to grow, they need to be uncomfortable.
Absolutely. You have
to be uncomfortable.
You're going to be uncomfortable. Growing, growth with anything, whether it's growing at a job, growing within a relationship, it's uncomfortable at first. But then, as you can see, once you reach that level that you wanted to, you're like, okay, I can do it. I did this.
Absolutely.
And it makes it worth the while. But yeah, definitely sometimes, you just settle for whatever this person's offering, and then you're not happy because you wanted a person that did such and such. You checked that off on your list.
Exactly.
For what you wanted for yourself. So don't settle.
Prime example, if you start dating somebody and let's say they have children already, or they've been married already, or whatever the case may be. These are questions that you need to be asking, like, okay, well, do you want to have more kids? How do you feel about marriage after you've already been married? Right. You know what I mean? How do you feel about that?
Is that something that you want to explore again?
Exactly. And if the answer is no, then it's time to walk away from that situation. Absolutely. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good you felt like the chemistry was, because at the end of the day, you want children. You want to be married.
Right.
If they don't, let's not waste time.
And please believe people when they tell you who they are.
Please.
If they come to you and say, I don't want a relationship, I'm not a relationship person, they are not a relationship person. It's nothing that you can do. I know we like to think, oh, I'm me, I might be able to change something. No.
Right.
They don't want a relationship unless they change their own mind.
Right, because I've been in a situation where, I went into the situation open-minded. I'm very open-minded. Like, if I meet somebody and it's a vibe that, like, I'm open-minded to all possibilities. And I was younger in this situation, but the guy straight up told me he did not want a relationship. Right? So at the time I was single. So I was like, okay, cool. That's fine.
Right.
We can do that too. But surely, soon later, he wanted more.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But me, I'm the type of person, if you tell me something, that's what I'm going by. And you came in and straight from the gun bus, I'll say. You told me that you didn't want a relationship. So all feelings was off.
Right.
Like, I wasn't, so when you pull up and you come pick me up and you like, oh, what you think about me?
I'm like, I really didn't think anything.
I didn't think anything.
You said you don't want a relationship.
Exactly.
So I
wasn't going to play myself and develop feelings for you because you didn't want a relationship.
Right.
So with that being said, also say what you mean and mean what you say.
Absolutely.
Okay? If you don't want a relationship, keep that energy.
Keep that same energy.
Keep that energy, okay? And that's what I'm going to have to say about that one.
Honestly, like I said, believe they will show you. People will show you. Listen to them as well. Like Sissy said, ask questions. It's crazy how people don't talk to each other. You're asking what color. What's your favorite color? No. Dive in deeper. Do you like to lay hands? What's going on?
Like what? What is? I don't know. You could be a karate kid out here.
No, seriously.
Like, I don't know.
What do you do when you get angry? Like, you know what I mean? How were you raised? That's very important.
Who raised you?
Who raised you?
That's very important.
Was
you know
it the
what I mean?
streets? Who raised you? I'm just saying.
Was it the streets?
Because these things are things that you need to know, and it will give you a key, into kind of like a vibe on how this person is.
Exactly.
It'll give you a glimpse. Honestly, you really do have to figure these things out. If somebody, doesn't have any parents, like they don't have a good relationship with their parents, it affects a person. It really does. As much as they say it doesn't affect them, no. Yeah. It affects them. Especially if they haven't sought help or if they haven't dealt with, those suppressed feelings, you really might have a problem on your hands.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, self-love is important, and me and my sister, I'm not gonna sit up here, and we're not gonna sit up here and act like we've never doubted ourselves or
we're human.
We're human, so we all go through this, and I don't want to sit on this video and make it seem like we have it all together and we had it all together all the time. Like me personally, I'm still learning, I'm still dealing with things.
It's a journey. Life is a journey.
Life is definitely a journey.
But what we can say is we've learned from those mistakes or from those, past dealings. That's what, we can say. Not going to say we're perfect.
Oh, absolutely not.
But I am at a point where my self-love is at an all-time high, and you can't come at me with no dumb shit. Like, I'm just going to be blunt. You can't. Because I'm up here.
And even if you do come at me with some dumb shit, I'm swerving on you.
Right.
And that's it.
That's
it. Like, I'm not accepting anything less than what I deserve at this point. And I feel like everybody should feel that way.
Yes.
Ladies, gentlemen, we all should feel that way and hold ourselves at a higher standard in whoever we're dealing with. If you're coming in my space, I'm going to need you to level up.
Absolutely. And, come in this space, I'm going to say come in this space with positive energy. I know we can't always be positive, not all the time. It's not realistic. But you just can't be just a negative person all the time. Like, that's going to pull you down. I don't want to be around it. That's just, what I don't like. I can't deal with it. I need somebody to uplift me, you know.
And exactly, I can't always be the positive person, and not to say that I don't want to be,
right?
But you know, we all have bad days.
We have our days.
You know, so I need somebody that's around me that's going to be able to get me together.
Yes, like, babe, come on.
Like, I need somebody to be able to get me together. If every time I call you, you always negative, it's always drama, it's always this, it's always that. Like, I'm gonna be like, that's draining.
It is.
That is draining.
And then where do I look to for my
exactly
my light and love? Sometimes I need you to speak light into me and love into me. Like we said, we all have bad days. I do the same thing for my, significant other. I'm gonna speak love and light when I see that you're
Absolutely.
down. I'm gonna speak that into you because that's important. You're having a bad day.
Well, let's talk about it. So even earlier today, my job called me, stressing me out as usual, and I called Sissy. I was a little irritated with the situation, but Sissy just was telling me, like, listen, you good, like, don't even take on that energy, like, we're good. I had faith that we gonna get this together, and she spoke light into me.
Absolutely.
Now, though I knew I wasn't gonna come here and be
right.
a rah-rah, but I was a little irritated.
Yeah.
So calm me down, and I got
human.
myself together, and then we're here,
exactly.
and we're talking about that self-love.
Absolutely.
Love yourself down. Love on yourself.
Love on you, because nobody will if you don't.
Exactly.
And
if you don't
send
know,
a feed on that, like, they'll see and they know. Like, when somebody
absolutely.
doesn't love themselves, and they will
take advantage.
You, yes, and beat you down, even lower than you are, even lower than you beat yourself. Like, it's crazy. You already were down here, down low, and then here they come and they see that you're, you don't have good self-esteem or you're not loving on yourself properly. They're going to start doing the same thing to you. Same thing, and it's crazy. Well, some people would.
Most
take
people.
Advantage. Yeah, they'll take advantage.
Most people will, because and at some point, oh, I'm sorry guys, I had to hiccup. But at some point, it's like, it gets even more bizarre, I'll say, because there's people out here that have, esteem problems that's so bad that they literally kind of beg people to take advantage of them.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Like, they feel in their heart that they're not worthy.
Right.
And that's, like, sad to me.
Oh, it is.
It's so sad to me.
It is sad.
Because you definitely got to know your worth.
Yeah,
because if you don't, people, like Sissy said, everybody's going to take advantage of you. People will take advantage of you.
Sure will. Try to manipulate you. Try to get into your head, They will play into that you have low self-esteem by, saying stuff to you, derogatory comments, kind of adding fuel to the fire. Like, yeah, you don't deserve it. You aren't worth anything, And it's like, no, we're not going to say that. We're not doing it. 2020, no.
No,
there's no room for it. It's time to love yourself. Work on yourself. Do the inner works. Do what you have to do to get that great self-esteem. Do what you have to do to stay positive and to protect yourself. Yeah. It's so important.
We're definitely spreading love for the rest of the years. Yes. Not even just 2020. Yeah. It's all love over here, and to my brothers and to my sisters. We're just spreading love.
Love and light.
Love yourself. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, first. Take care of you first.
Find your peace. Find your inner peace.
And to all my parents out there, I'm a parent as well. How are you going to love up on your kids if you don't love on yourself? Like, you need to have that great self-esteem. You need to have that positivity to even give that to your children.
Because they looking at you.
Oh my gosh, they're always looking.
They're watching.
They're always watching. They're like, what is mommy doing? What is she accepting? What is daddy doing? What is he accepting?
They watching those mood swings. They see it all. Yeah. So you definitely want to be careful.
And they're watching, how people treat you. How you allow people to treat you as well. So you definitely want to take heed to that as well. If you are a parent, level it on up.
It's very important.
However you can get it. Like you said, 5-10 minutes out the day. If you're such a busy person, you're not too busy to take care of you.
You're not too busy to take care of you.
Not too busy to heal yourself.
Even if you wake up in the morning and you have to just speak words to yourself, look in the mirror and just tell yourself positive things,
Positive
compliment yourself,
Absolutely.
Do that.
Yeah.
And maybe to start off your day, you want to write down 3 things that you want to accomplish that day. Or even if it's one, start off small.
Or things that you're grateful for, you have gratitude about. Write that down. You know, before you jump on the social medias, you know, the socials, you know, do something for yourself.
Because social media could bring you down.
Oh my gosh, you know,
quicker too. Like if you're just grabbing your phone and you know going to social media, or even clicking on the TV and turning on the news, it can be depressing. So you know, do some self work first.
Yeah,
Get
something
yourself
to boost
right.
you up. If you like to have your little coffee in the morning, have that coffee. You know,
or your tea.
Or your tea. Have your tea. Whatever you like to have in the morning, do that for yourself. So you can kind of ground yourself and then go deal with the world, you know?
Right.
I like to do that in the morning. I like to listen to my music, do my makeup. That's my zen. Also meditate.
I'm not much of a morning person. I'm gonna tell you
I have to do that in the morning.
I am not a morning person.
I have grown to be a morning person. I have to get up so early now, you know.
Right.
But that's what I do. I do that first. Before I deal with the world, I'm going to, you know, get my little bubble, you know, and then I'm ready to deal with the world after that. So,
I actually bought 3 books. I ordered, yes. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing.
That's right.
Definitely feeding my brain.
Yeah,
and,
reading.
You know, giving yourself that knowledge.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I've been doing lately. I did buy a book, and I read half of it and then I stopped. You know the book that I'm talking about.
But if you don't like it, put it down.
Yeah, and that's
if it's not giving you, you know, that knowledge that you're looking for, you feel like this is crap when you.
And that's exactly how I felt.
Put it down.
Exactly. It wasn't giving me what I thought that it would be.
Right.
So I just was like, okay, this book is not for me.
Right.
But yes, I just ordered 3 new books. 2 of them came, and then I'm waiting for the other one. So I'm super excited. So just find little things that you want to do and that'll keep you zen and keep you, you know,
keep
in your happy place.
In your happy place. There's other things that, you know, you can do as well. Okay. I don't know if the kids are around, but this is not for them if they are. But you can also orgasm. Like if you know, have to give yourself an orgasm, or if your partner, things like that. That's self-love. That's self-care.
That is self-love.
At least for me it is. So do that as well.
That is definitely self-love.
Okay, that's a great time to manifest as well during your orgasm. So please, if you know, like to manifest. But yeah, dude, that's self-love. It counts.
That's definitely
it's important. Yes.
Okay, because if you don't know how to please yourself,
who else will?
How you want to teach that man how to please you?
Or that woman.
Or that woman,
like,
you know?
So
you gotta know what you like.
You have to know what you like as well.
Okay. So that is it for this topic, this video. I hope you guys took a lot in and received what we were saying.
Receive the message.
Receive the message. And it's just important. Just love on yourself. And before you go to bed, just tell yourself positive things. And
that's so true. That is so true. I have my crystals under my pillow before I go to bed. Little things, whatever you get into,
whatever it is,
makes you feel better.
That's what we challenge you to do. After you see this video, I mean, and you could, you know, be already hip to this. You could already, but we're challenging you to do something that you absolutely love, that puts you in a happy, in a good space. You know, and write something down. Write a goal down. And see if it could be a small goal, something that you can accomplish in maybe a week.
Right.
Yeah. And then let us know about it. Leave us some comments, or you can email us at bigmamaenergy@gmail.com. Okay.
All right.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.